Here are some 5 tips for Logic Pro X. Tip number 1. Have you ever wondered how to test different tracks and ideas without having to destroy your actual project? So let me show you guys. The way that you would do this, right, is you're going to go here, track header components. You're going to press on track alternatives. And then right here, you can start switching things around. I have this sound over here. So let's say I wanted to change something here, test another dynamic. I could do a duplicate. No, I want to go back to the same one instead of having to come here and delete it, because sometimes you get those amazing accidents. What you would do is just go here to A and everything will be back to normal, which is pretty awesome. Okay, this one is how to sample anything in 3 simple steps. The first thing that we're going to go do, find you an acapella or whatever you want to sample. And I found this one by Todd Terry. Keep on jumping. The next thing that you would do, we're going to go to QuickTime, File, New Audio Recording, and then we're going to press Record. So that's step 1. And step 2, so I'm going to bring in, what we just recorded, Quick Sampler Optimized. And then the cool thing about this, right, is we can chop it all up. We're going to go over here, we can slice it all up. Boom. And then you can start bringing the groove in. So this is a good way to sample this. So tip number 3, people don't really talk about this too much in Logic. This is mostly an Ableton thing, but you can actually just build drum kits. So let me show you guys how this is done. Then we're going to go over here, instruments. I'm going to go all the way down to Drum Machine Designer. You have this library over here, so you can actually research for different hits, kicks, or what you can do. And this is usually what I do is I actually just build drum kit just full of kicks, a drum kit full of hats. So it's easier to go and play around, right? If I go over here and I start playing with them. And then the cool thing, right, is if you wanted to test different ideas out, you can just move your MIDI. And then you can start building your different grooves and whatnot. The other one that no one really talks about in Logic, because it's going to change the way that you do things around, your different tracks. Sometimes you're going to get a file to do a remix or something, and there's different volume levels and everything. What you would want to do is you can change the gain on the fly on your different WAV samples. Now you're going to have the inspector right over here. You're going to click on region. So you have the gain control right here. You can bring it up. You can bring it down, and then you can change it right there instead of having to change the volume. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. So tip number 5, this is the easiest way to spice up your buildups or do some little change ups in Logic. So let's say you're going into a break. That sounds pretty plain, right? So what you would do, you're going to go over here, hit the fade tool, and then you're going to hit control, and then the slow down. And check this out. This is wild. It gives that kind of slow motion effect. So I think that for breaks, that can spice things up, right? So let's say we wanted to do, instead of 1 bar, we're going to do a 2 motion break here before we go into the meat and potatoes of the track to make it a little bit more dramatic, right? We're going to add delay designer, and then we're going to add a little bit of a reverb. Chroma Burb, it's a really, really nice reverb. Chambers, ambience, concert hall. And then let's see how this sounds, right? Add some drama right to it. So you just need something simple, and then you can use this technique to make and add a little bit more drama to your track, which is pretty cool. All right, guys, hopefully this was helpful. If you really enjoy it, subscribe. Peace.